Despite agreeing to the Saudi-hosted talks in the coastal city of Jeddah, Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces have repeatedly stressed they signed up to cease fires to facilitate humanitarian corridors, but not to end the fighting, as both Dagalo and the Sudanese armed general Abdel Fattah Burhan vowed to continue the fight until the end. Sudan's hazardous current situation left many Sudanese face a humanitarian catastrophe. For his part, United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has warned rival military forces on the brink of an all-out war after fighting entered its fourth week.
The fighting needs to stop now and to stop before more people die and this conflict explodes into an all-out war that could affect the region for years to come. All parties must put the interests of the Sudanese people first, and that means peace, a return to civilian rule, allowing for the development of the country.
On the same occasion, Guterres called on the international community to support the Sudanese in their pursuit for peace.
Aid must be allowed into Sudan, and we need secure and immediate access to be able to distribute it to people who need it most. Civilians and civilian infrastructure must be protected, and humanitarian workers and their assets must be respected. I call on the international community to support the Sudanese people in their pursuit for peace and a return to democratic transition.
As for Sudan's healthcare system, it remains under huge pressure amid the ongoing conflict, with many patients no longer having access to treatment in the capital Khartoum, while many are now obliged to walk through conflict-hit zones to reach the few available facilities still operating.
We offer small operations and some medical services, all for free. We have some challenges that we face, such as shortages of medicines for chronic diseases. And the second thing is analyzers and blood tests. We suffer from a severe shortage.
Indeed, the humanitarian situation in Sudan is dire. For this reason, the Regional Response Plan for Sudan, which is a regional refugee response that protects and assists refugees and refugee returnees coming from Sudan, will support host countries to ensure access to asylum, life-saving humanitarian assistance, and specialized services for the most vulnerable.